Alrighty. I have a weird theory that people don't trust people that are purely presenting to be altruistic. So this is where I'm going to cease being altruistic. Within this system I described, there is a interconnected web of people that are literally participating in genocide, systemic genocide, that more than likely they have no idea about. But there is going to be a gold rush for lawsuits, like say ICE decided to sue Ramsay Health Care in combination with Seven West and the West Australian and the West Australian Labor Party right now. I'd probably win. But that would be short-sighted of me because I put all this work in. I want to make sure that I really, really, really benefit from what I'm going to do, and that's by building or rebuilding from the bottom up the entire infrastructure of the global trust system, which allows everything else to exist. Money, governments, finance, stock markets, everything exists on this trust system that the American AI developers have destroyed forever. So we need an infrastructure that is completely designed from scratch to be trustworthy, and it needs to be the right scale, and incorporated into it needs to be a methodology of one-to-one scale framework. The end of mass distribution. The one-to-one. This makes blockchain look like Fortnite because it is built into our structures from the beginning. It makes real estate valuable again because it ends this kind of digital nomad life. It makes governments, or should make governments, responsible again because all those individual nodes are licensed to a house or residence that you have to be an owner of, and then you have to have one of them in order to vote and participate in the government structure, which kind of oversees all those geographical... You can see where I'm going. And the way I'm going to build this company is by using insurance. You can now buy insurance from me that will invest in this new system that you can use in the unfortunate circumstance that you are completely exposed for your gross negligence in the previous era. Then you are seen to be investing in the future, the real solid one-to-one scale future, and we will use that to cover your insurance and to come to your legal aid if it arises that you fall under legal disputes from disgruntled people, which there will be billions of across the world. At least you are now participating in the investment of the actual future. Also being that you will receive exclusive information and first rights to use this, so you can transition first out of the old mass distribution system into the new secure scale matters system. This insurance is priceless. Priceless insurance. I hope I've made enough sense there. And basically what we'll do is, if you're a certain industry that has been negligent, someone comes after you, we will use the fact that you're investing in this and the insurance to come to your defence, and we will make examples of the surrounding industries that have failed to bring their investment to the new scale matters paradigm, and if they continue to use the mass distribution paradigm, then we will go after them to pay your benefits out while you transition your customers and your services over to the actual system. So yeah, this should make me a hell of a lot of money. It should make me a very wealthy man, which is not my intention. Actually, it was my intention. It's always been my intention. I've never been acting altruistically. My intention was to make money. People from this mass distribution system got in the way of that, and I made sure that I put an end to it, and in the process made a lot of money. But the money is important, but it's the stability and the safety and the trust, not security. Security is the wrong word. Trust. Trust and stability. It's far more important than security and privacy. Privacy is sold to us because they are using invasion of privacy to gain the system. So they are selling you privacy so that when you act in that privacy, you are vulnerable to them using your action. Privacy is a myth. It has never existed. Ever. That's why I'm here every day. There is no privacy. I'm trying to build a system of stability and trust. When you have trust, you don't need privacy. When we have trust in our real estate, in our holdings of land, all the way up to government, all the way up to the top of our system, then we can make stable investment on that land. It is this distributed financial paradigm masterminded by the United States that has led to all this destabilisation that they're then trying to sell the answers to in the form of a cult-like supercomputer. Every single individual person with a computer in their hand is a supercomputer. They don't need 33 gas turbines to run them. They don't pollute. They actually have the ability to improve their surroundings. This is best reflected in a small patch of land that they can stably and put trust in. They can build their life and their family around that land, and they can make improvements to that land and improvements to the surrounding area. It's the exact opposite. The reason I've gone to the United Kingdom at all points, although I did push Charles off the top of that, is because that is the system where all of this is going to inevitably go back to. I just watched a program then about how the fact that the World Trade Center had so much asbestos in it that it was going to cost $1 billion to remove, and then it fell down conveniently. So the bill didn't come, and the person actually insured themselves against this. Now, this is kind of like what I'm doing for all companies, all governments. You can now make investment into this Scale Matters project, and it will insure you against exposure of your negligence from the last paradigm. The quicker you do this, the quicker I can build the alternative, and then we can kind of go back to the period. I also watched this morning how houses used to have a nook for a phone, because it was understood then that the phone was an interruption into the household. It was a very public thing when I was a child to take a phone call. You would be in the living room. When everybody's carrying their own little device in and all this stuff, that can all continue on, but nothing trustworthy will be operated in that. There'll be a segment of our marketplace that is decided it is frivolous, like media, entertainment, all these things, gambling, online shopping, that can all kind of take place there. Anything trustworthy, news, information, distribution of political, financial, all these contracts, everything like this, has to take place person to person. You have to trust what you're doing. This age of going on your phone and getting credit for something without even saying, this is what led to the global financial crisis, and this is what led to this. We've got to get back to bank manager in, they know you, they're in the community, they know what's going on. It's backed on your house that has this device in it. So you want to get a house because you have it. You want to keep your house because that's it. If you want to take a tour of somewhere, you can do it using this device. You can still, of course, travel. You can do all the things you want to do, but you don't have to lose stability and trust in a system that is stable and interconnected, hardwired, basically. So yeah, I am I guess finished. Please set aside your finances and please have something arranged so we can start taking insurance payments and start preparing the future in this paradigm. And do not delay. You will regret it a lot if you do.